Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is William Lees with Sports Betting Truth coming at you. And are you sick and tired of buying sports betting picks? Do you want to know the secret that these ultra super awesome sports handicappers use to make the picks that they sell to the public that win them so much money? I mean, why wouldn't they win so much money? Have you seen their write-ups? Have you seen their advertising and the way they hype themselves up and advertise and market themselves as these ultra super smart sports handicappers? Do you want to know the secrets that they use to make these picks that win them so much money? Well, that is why I am here. That is what this video is for. I am going to show you the secret so you can utilize this secret on your own to make these picks and therefore not have to pay these sports handicappers anymore because you know the secrets, you know the methods to their madness. And all you need is a coin. That is right. I have George Washington in my hand right here. This is the secret to what sports handicappers use to charge money for the picks that they sell. This is how they do it right here, and I am going to show you how exactly they use this right here to come up with their amazing picks and smart sounding write-ups. Okay, so here are tonight's college basketball games. Let's go ahead and look at the schedule. Okay, let's do Michigan and Iowa. We're going to pick that as our game. We're going to handicap. And we have our super secret, super duper picker that sports handicappers use, Mr. George Washington right here. This is the secret weapon that sports handicappers use to make their picks that they sell to everybody. So if it's tails, we're going to go with Iowa. If it's heads, we're going to go with Michigan. So that's what sports handicappers do, the professionals, the guys that know what they're doing, the guys that sell these picks. They decide who they're going to be on first and then work backward from there to justify it. So let's do the coin flip, and it is tails. All right, we're going to be on Iowa, and we don't care what the line is, whether it be Iowa plus 50, Iowa minus 50, or anything in between. We don't care what the line is because that's how sports handicappers work. They don't care. They just decide who they're going to be on regardless of what the line is. So Iowa, let's look at their stats. Okay, Keegan Murray averaging 23.3 points a game. That's a lot. Jordan Bohannon, 10.7 points a game. Pat McCaffrey, coach's son, 11.1 points a game. So Iowa has some good players. Let's go ahead and look at their schedule. All right, they've won 3 in a row. They're coming into this game hot. You know, Minnesota, Maryland, Nebraska, not the best teams, you know, but hey, they have a 3-game win streak coming at home against Michigan, who is an average team. And so let's go ahead and look at some of their players, you know. Let's see, Keegan Murray. Let's see how he's been playing lately. Let's look at his game logs. He's from Cedar Rapids. I used to live there. All right, so his past 3 games, wow, he scored 24, 30, and 37 points. So he's added 6 or 7 points consecutively the past 3 games. This guy is on fire. So let's go ahead and start our write-up. Tonight, we are going to play a game. This is our write-up. This is a write-up that we're going to send to the clients who are graceful enough to buy our picks. So tonight we're going to play a game in Iowa City between Red Hot Iowa and Michigan. And just for the sake of this, let's go ahead and look at Michigan's schedule, I guess. Might as well, you know, just see how they're coming in. You know, we got to work backwards. So they have a lot of good players, but they have they're 3-3 in their last 6. They just lost at home to Ohio State by 11, but they did beat Purdue by almost 30 at home, so they're not bad either. So tonight we have between Red Hot Iowa and Michigan. Iowa has won 3 in a row, and Keegan Murray is on fire, scoring 24, 30, and 37 points in his last 3. I believe that Keegan Murray's hot hand will continue, and Iowa will ride that to victory and a cover over Michigan, who is only 3-3 in their last 6 and coming off a disappointing home loss to Ohio State that no doubt hurt their swagger after the Purdue win and confidence. Now they have to go on the road to a hostile environment to play a hot Iowa team on their home floor, and that is why I am taking Iowa. No, that's too calm. We got to use tout lingo, and that is why we are firing all cylinders on Iowa. What's the line? I don't even know what the line is in this game. Let's go ahead and look. That's the thing. That these professional handicappers that sell picks, they don't even know what the line is until they've already made their decision on who they're going to play. The spread is Iowa -5. Iowa -5 tonight. And this is a 3-star super duper Thursday throwdown, 3-star slammer play. You gotta get the sizzle in there. And that is exactly how these sports handicappers make their picks. It is that simple. That's the amount of effort they make on these picks that they sell. A lot of people think that these sports handicappers are like researching this matchup for an hour and breaking down all the matchups and stats and spending an hour or two per. No. It's literally like what did that take us? Like 3 minutes to do right there? They literally flip a coin, decide which side they're going to be on, and work backwards like I just showed you. But let's do this. What if there's a hypothetical universe where this coin landed on heads and we were going to be on Michigan? Well, let's do this. It is on fire, but Iowa has not played since Sunday, and I believe they are going to go up against a Michigan team is looking to get the bad taste out of their mouth after the disappointing home loss to Ohio State. And I just don't see Keegan Murray being able to keep up his hot hand, especially after the layoff. He is due to regress to the mean at some point, and I worry Iowa is a bit too overconfident after 3 wins against bad teams in the Big Ten, and this is a prime letdown spot for Iowa, especially because Michigan has the more talented roster on paper. This is one of those games Iowa tends to lose or not play well in, and that is why we are firing on all cylinders on Michigan +5 tonight, and this is a super duper 3-star Thursday throwdown slammer play. And in the hypothetical universe where this ultra super duper secret picker landed on heads, that is what we would send to our clients if Michigan was the play. And let me tell you this, these sports handicappers might give out both sides because that is a very common tactic that these handicappers use. They'll give half of their clients one side and half of the other. But you just saw what I did. This is how these sports handicappers operate. They pick the side they're going to be on, work backward, and it doesn't really matter. They can create a somewhat convincing sounding write-up regardless of what the side is. You just saw me do it. It took me, like 5 minutes to do both of these? If you were like just Joe Q Public, Joe Blow, didn't really know much about sports or anything like that, and you saw these write-ups, you could be like, you know what, that sounds pretty convincing. This guy knows what he's talking about. That write-up on why he's on Iowa -5, that's great logic. I'm going to believe this guy. I'm going to give this guy money. Same with Michigan. Oh, this write-up for Michigan, that sounds pretty logical and reasonable as to why he's on Michigan +5. I'm going to give this guy money. That is how these sports handicappers operate. They don't put a lot of effort into their picks. They don't. They flip a coin, decide the side they're going to be on, and then look at the schedule, maybe a player's game log or the past few games, and then just create a write-up to make it sound like they know what they're talking about. But what if it was like a total, right? What if it was a total? So the total is 149.5. It's the same concept. Heads, we're going over, tails, we're going under, and it is tails. So let's create a write-up on why this game's going to go under. But like I said, touts don't really care what the number is. They just say, okay, I'm going to go under. Tonight, we are playing a total in the game between Michigan and Iowa. I believe this game will go under because I just don't see Keegan Murray being able to keep up his tear for a fourth game in a row. And Michigan has scored less than 60 points in 2 of their last 3. Iowa has scored 110 and 98 in their last 2, but I believe they cannot keep up this hot shooting, and Michigan's defense and style will slow the game down, trying to keep the game in the 60s. and prevent Iowa from running up and down the floor. Michigan will control the tempo in this game and make sure of it, combined with Keegan Murray and Iowa cooling off. This is what will cause the game to go under. That is why we are firing on all cylinders. Michigan, Iowa under 149.5, and this is a ultra super duper slammer under of the month, 4-star jackhammer suave pulverizer play. And that is how these handicappers operate. And if the coin landed on heads and they're playing it over, they would probably say something like, yeah, this game's going to go over because Iowa's just scoring points in bunches these days. They've scored at least 70 in their past 5. And I believe they're going to force Michigan to have to run with them, and this is going to be a high-scoring affair. Michigan, because they're playing on the road, is not going to be able to control tempo on the road, and Iowa's going to be able to control the pace. And it's going to be, can you see? That is how sports handicappers operate. They are masters in being able to write these paragraphs like I've done to make it look like they did hours worth of research and they know what they're talking about. But any idiot can pick a side and then work backward and come up with a convincing sounding paragraph to justify the side they're on. Any idiot can do that. And so this is an inside look on how these sports handicappers operate. And now that I've showed you that, would you pay for it? So guys, all you need is a coin to do what these sports handicappers do. Like I said, if you actually believe that they're sitting doing all this research, running complex models, breaking down the statistics and the matchups and watching film and watching games, if you actually believe these touts and sports handicappers out there that sell picks are doing that, whether they're the free picks that they give out on YouTube like Pick Dogs and Wager Talk do, or whether they're the paid pick packages, whether they're a $20 pick or a $5,000 pick, it doesn't matter. This is what they do. They just don't have the time in the day to do actual research or run models. I mean, have you seen these people's YouTube channels? I mean, they're giving out dozens of picks a day. You think they know? You think they're spending more than 5 minutes per pick? No. Like I said, they take the side before they do anything else and then work backward and maybe do like 3 minutes of quick overview research to come up with a convincing sounding paragraph or two to give out. So when their clients are getting these picks, it made it sound like they did their research. It made it sound like they know what they're talking about when they really don't. Trust me, guys, I am not being hyperbolic. I am not exaggerating. I'm not joking. This is actually how these sports handicappers, aka touts, make their picks. I am not joking. They work backward. They don't care what the line is. They don't care about like models or anything like that. They just care about getting out picks, as many picks as possible for people to buy so they can make money. Touts don't care about winning long term. They just care about getting enough suckers out there to buy their picks. So if that's the case, why put any effort into it at all? They don't. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this insider view video on how these sports handicappers operate. Unlike other sports betting YouTube channels out there, I am not afraid to take on the touts. I wish more people would, but I guess that's up to me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time here. It's me, William Lease with Sports Betting Truth, coming at you. See you later.